Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video, and we're preparing for the Dallas Mavericks tonight. Another cup game, the fourth in the series for us. We've already clinched our division, or group I should say, but if you lose this game, there's a very good chance that you're not going to have the home court advantage in the second round, which is likely going to be against Denver, which means altitude. So this is a very important game for our situation, because anytime you can limit your altitude games, especially with LeBron James and Gabe Vincent, people like that, it's a good thing. So beating the Dallas Mavericks tonight holds a lot of weight. Now, of course, I did homework on the Dallas Mavericks, watched all 5 of their previous highlights, and some of that data might not necessarily be as relevant as we would like it to be, because guess who's coming back tonight to play against us? Anthony Davis. He is not on the injury report at all. So needless to say, he hasn't played in like 15 games, but of course, naturally, he's going to play against us coming back from injury. He knows that we hate that. He's doing that just to troll us, if I'm being completely honest with you. He could wait till tomorrow. He has a back-to-back against the Clippers, but he wants to play against us. It used to irritate him as much as it irritated us for the last 8 years when people do that. And here you go, going to turn around and do that. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So, Let's see what the injury report says for the Dallas Mavericks. Dante Exum, Kyrie Irving, and Derek Lively are out, of course. And our injury report looks pretty clean. Marcus Smart does have back spasms, so he's a game-time decision, but everybody else is good to go. So that's really good news. Ayton is off of the injury report. He will be available tonight, according to what it is I'm looking at. Of course, things are subject to change, so we'd be prepared for anything, but Ayton is going to play tonight from what I see here. And the injury report looks the same on the other app as well, so that's what we're expecting. Now, as far as the Dallas Mavericks, they've been playing some close games lately. They've been kind of playing better, but they haven't been winning the games they've been in, so it's been a little frustrating for their franchise. But ultimately, you have to give them credit for just playing a little better, I guess you could say. But they're still a bad basketball team at 5-14, fourth in the Southwest Division. So let's take a look at who they played furthest back into the past. On the 17th of November, they had a game against Minnesota that did not go well at all. 120-96. This game was in Minnesota. Minnesota wiped the floor with them, and let's see what the stats tell us about that. So Dallas shot 40% from the field, 34 of 85, and the Minnesota Timberwolves shot 44 of 97 for 45% from the field. Three-point line was rather drastic in difference. 9 of 30 for the Mavs, 30%. 14 of 44 for the Wolves for 32%. From the line, both teams shot poorly, if you ask me. 19 of 31 for the Mavs, 61%, and 18 of 25 for the Wolves, 72%. The Wolves crushed it on the glass pretty bad. 59 to 43. 14 offensive boards for the Wolves, 10 for the Mavericks. And they crushed them in the assist category as well. 27 for the Wolves, only 13 assists for the Mavericks. The Mavericks have a bad offense. I'm sure it'll improve some with Anthony out there, but they really don't have guard play getting them set up, so it's awful. 16 steals for the Wolves, 7 for the Mavericks. 5 blocks for the Wolves, 4 for the Mavericks. 17 turnovers for the Wolves, 16 points conceded off of those. 20 for the Mavs, 26 points conceded off of those. 21 fast break points for the Wolves, 10 for the Mavericks. 56 points in the paint for the Wolves, 42 for the Mavericks. And 33 was the biggest lead for the Wolves, only 3 for the Mavericks. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. I had a great time with friends and drank a little bit last night, so yeah, if I look a little different, that's why. Let's get through the Mavericks box score here, because we will skip the Minnesota Timberwolves. As you guys know, we never talk about the opponent of the team we're seeing, just our team that we will be seeing. So PJ Washington, 25 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, a -7. For PJ, Cooper Flag, 27 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, -27 for Cooper. Not a good game for the Flag. Moussa Cisse, 26 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 7 from the line. Ouch. 10 boards, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards, and -20 for Moussa Cisse. Brandon Williams, 24 minutes of play, 15 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. and -8 for Brandon Williams. Max Christie, ex-Laker, 19 minutes of play. He only had 1 point in this one. 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound. No rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, -15. I've never seen Max play that bad. That had to have been Max's worst game of his entire career. He never played that bad for us. Not once did I see that. Dwight Powell, 17 minutes of play, did not score. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 offensive boards, a +11. Why is he on the Mavericks? Does anybody understand that Dwight Powell has found a way to outlast so many players on this team, including Luka Doncic? How is he still there? Anyway, Cody Martin, of whom I didn't even know was still on this team until very recently. Actually, I think his name is Caleb, not Cody. Caleb, I believe this is. But, yeah, now my phone wants to slow down. I accidentally clicked on his name, and now I'm trying to click back to the box score, and it is slow to load because I'm having Wi-Fi issues. But Caleb Martin did, as we wait, 18 minutes of play, 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 rebounds. Let me get all stats going. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, -10 for Martin. Marshall, 23 minutes of play, 7 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, -24 for Najee. Klay Thompson, 17 minutes of play, 7 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 1 turnover, 2 steals, no rebounds, no assists. -17 for Klay. D'Angelo Russell, 22 minutes of play, 8 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, a -11 for D'Lo. Kelly, I'm not sure who Kelly is, one of their players, 9 points, 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 rebounds, +3 for Kelly. And Jaden Hardy had a good one in this one, 17 points in 14 minutes, 4 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 3 rebounds. 4 turnovers, a +5. He had a really good game in this one, actually, for his standards. So that's really what it was. The Wolves had 6 players in double figures. Naz Reid killed them off the bench, 22 points. Edwards had a bad shooting night, 13 points, still won the game, though. They took care of business. What can I say? This was not even close. I remember after this game ended, even though I didn't watch this game, I watched the post game for the Mavericks, one of their podcasts, and they were talking about how that game was so bad that they really didn't even want to talk about it. Like, it was that bad. They were just like, let's just move on. We don't even need to break this game down. So yeah, that was exactly what that was. Not worth any of our time. The Mavericks have played a little better since then, but they were awful that night. Next up was a heartbreaker for the Mavs against the New York Knicks, and I actually watched the final seconds of this game live, so I saw the play that ultimately Brandon Williams ended up getting called for a foul on a game-winning layup. If he would have been given the ability to do so, he would have won the game with the buzzer on a layup, but they called a curl foul, which was a little strange because it seemed like he was fouled before that, for which they could have called it. Whatever the case may be, the New York Knicks got the 113-111 win in Dallas. Jalen Brunson's return to Dallas. Off of that, I thought the Mavericks played pretty well for their standards, and didn't matter because the refs took it from them. So let's get into the team stats, and we'll talk about the box score afterward. As my phone does this loading thing. Frustrated with that. I don't know what this is about, but yeah, team stats, if you will. I think a plane is flying overhead, and usually that does throw things off here. So yeah, but all in all, I felt the Mavericks probably should have won this game. This or at least been able to send it into overtime. So yeah, Brandon Williams, he did his thing, but no love there from the refs. All right, so 41 of 93 for the Knicks, 44%. 35 of 85 for the Mavs, 41%. Both of those are field goal percentages. From the 3, 12 of 42 for 29% for the Knicks, 16 of 44 for 36% for the Mavs. So they did shoot a lot more threes in this one. The Mavericks shot 25 of 30 from the free throw line for 83%, and the Knicks shot horrible, 19 of 35 for 54%. The Mavs won the boards in this one, 50-49, but 16 offensive rebounds for the Knicks and 10 for the Mavs. From the assist category, 27 for the Knicks, 23 for the Mavs, 8 steals for the Knicks, 6 for the Mavs, 10 blocks for the Knicks, 5 for the Mavs, 9 turnovers for the Knicks, 13 points off of those, 18 for the Mavs, 17 points off of those. 16 fast break points for the Knicks, 15 for the Mavs, 44 points in the paint for the Knicks, 30 for the Mavs, 8 was the largest lead for the Knicks, 7 for the Mavs. And we get the box score here. We skip the Knicks. And Jalen Brunson had 28 in his return. 5 players in double figures for the Knicks. And that's about as much as we need to hear about that. Wow, did PJ shoot poorly. 33 minutes to play, 6 points, 1 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line. 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, and -6 for PJ Washington. Derek Lively, 18 minutes to play, 4 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 blocks, 5 offensive boards, a +10 for Derek Lively. Klay Thompson, 27 minutes to play, 13 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, -4 for Klay. Brandon Williams, 20 minutes to play, 9 points, 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Not a good game for him, even though he would have had the game winner if he didn't foul there. 4 of 4 from the line, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers, -7 for Brandon Williams. Max Christie bounced back pretty strong, 37 minutes to play, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 7 boards, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, a -1 for Max Christie. Daniel Gafford, 25 minutes to play, 7 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, -11 for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall, 34 minutes to play, 23 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, and 6 of 7 from the line, 5 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 1 assist, a -11 for Najee, and a good shooting night for him. Musa Cisse checked in for 5 minutes, got a turnover, -2. D'Angelo Russell, 25 minutes to play, 23 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, +13 for D'Lo. He actually played well in this one. Jaden Hardy, 16 minutes to play, 11 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 4 of 5 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, a +9 for Jaden Hardy. So basically what the Knicks were able to benefit from was a bad shooting Dallas Maverick team. You got PJ Washington, Brandon Williams, and Jaden Hardy all missing a bunch of shots. Even though the ex-Lakers, Max and Russell, and of course Najee all played well, Klay played pretty well as well, but overall they couldn't overcome the bad shooting. There's just a lot of bad shooting there. To have lost by 2, they are lucky to lose by 2. That's really what it comes down to, now that you look at the stats. So let's move on to another game that the Dallas Mavericks played in, if my phone will be timely in helping us see those stats. It's a struggle here today, man. This Wi-Fi is not doing the job today. Yeah, maybe moving around helps. Maybe. Okay, so the next game that the Mavericks played in, it's 102-96 loss on 11-22. Ironically enough, it was showing me all that, but it wasn't showing me who it was, so you'll bear with me. This video gonna be twice as long because of all this loading up. Okay, Memphis Grizzlies, that's who it was, 102-96. They lost in Dallas. Dallas and Memphis have similar floors. So yeah, let's go straight into it. The Dallas Mavericks shot 38% from the field. That's a problem, 35 and 91, and the Memphis Grizzlies 40% from the field, 37 and 92. From the three-point line, 8 of 31 for the Grizz, 26%, 12 of 36 for the Mavs, 33%. Both of them couldn't hit a shot. Free throw line, 20 of 24 for the Grizz, 83%, 14 of 16 for the Mavs, 88%. The Grizzlies killed them on the glass, 61-41. 23 offensive boards for the Grizzlies, 11 for the Mavericks. That is unbelievable. Wow. 26 assists for the Grizz, 19 for the Mavericks, 5 steals for the Grizz, 4 for the Mavericks, 5 blocks for the Grizz, 9 for the Mavericks, 13 turnovers for the Grizzlies, only 3 points conceded off of that. Only 3 points. 10 turnovers for the Mavericks, 5 points conceded off of that. So neither one of these teams are getting in transition and scoring off of them turnovers. Fast break points, 10 for the Mavs, 7 for the Grizz. Points in the paint, 52 for the Grizz, 46 for the Mavericks. The Mavericks at one point were up by 6, and the Grizzlies had a 9-point lead at one point. All right, let's see what's up with the box score. All right. We'll skip the Grizzlies, of course. They had 5 players in double figures. Santi Aldama was the high man with 20. Daniel Gafford, 27 minutes of play, 5 points, 2 assists from the field, 1 of 1 from the line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 3 offensive boards, a minus 13 for Daniel. P.J. Washington, 32 minutes of play, 15 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 offensive boards, a minus 8 for PJ in that one. Cooper, 33 minutes of play, 12 points, 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 and 3 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, minus 5 for Cooper. Flag. Brandon Williams, 32 minutes of play, 18 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, minus 2 for Brandon Williams. Max Christie, 9 points in 22 minutes, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, minus 8 for Max. Dwight Powell chipped in 3 minutes of nothingness, plus 1. Martin, 12 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, nothing else, plus 5 there. Najee Marshall, 30 minutes of play, 13 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, hit all 4 of his free throws, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and minus 2 for Najee Marshall. Musa Cisse had 9 minutes, missed a field goal, got 4 rebounds and assists, a turnover, 2 blocks, 1 steal, a plus 1 for Musa. Clay, 28 minutes of play, 22 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 6 of 12 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, and a bad 3-point shot with 20-something seconds on the shot clock with like 24 minutes. I don't know what it was on the game clock, but he shot a 3 that was completely untimely from behind the 3-point line, about a couple steps, bricked it, and it pretty much sealed the game. And then Ja Morant in street clothes proceeded to call him a bum after the game. That's really the highlight of this game. Him and Ja getting into it. Jaden Hardy, 12 minutes of play, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 0 points, 1 assist, a minus 1 for Hardy. So yeah, this is the Clay versus Ja game where Ja was able to get the win in street clothes and disrespected the Hall of Famer, which I don't really agree with. Ja is not in a position to really be disrespecting anybody. He's not playing, and when he has been playing, he hasn't made a shot. Basically, he's been bad this year, really bad this year, and is in trade rumors, and I don't know where Ja's maturity is, but when you look at what Klay Thompson has accomplished in this league, he may be a bum right now because he is playing like a bum right now, but Ja is in no position historically or right now to really even look at Klay wrong. You can't even sit at his table, bro. He has 4 rings. So that was silly on Ja's part, in my opinion. And that's pretty much as much of that game as I even want to talk about. Let's just move on, if my phone will do so. All right, next game was also a loss for the Dallas Mavericks, 106-102 in Miami. The final game we have to talk about here. And let's see what the team stats are. 42 and 94 for the Heat, 45% from the field. 38 and 97 for the Mavs, 39% from the field. 12 of 40 for the Mavs from the 3, 30%. 5 of 27 for the Heat, 19% from 3. That's ugly. And it still won. 17 to 24 from the line for the Heat for 71%, and 14 to 16 for Mavericks for 88% from the line. You know, I've noticed that the Mavericks have been able to benefit greatly from people shooting free throws poorly against them consistently. Let's not carry that forward. Let's shoot the free throw very well against the Mavericks tonight, because though they haven't actually taken advantage of the fact that people are shooting from the line terribly against them, it's been consistent throughout these 5 games. Rebounds, 53 for the Heat, 50 for the Mavs. Lots of brick shots for both teams. 15 offensive boards for the Mavs, 14 for the Heat. 22 assists for both teams, 8 steals for both teams. 7 blocks for the Heat, 5 for the Mavs. 14 turnovers for the Heat, 15 points conceded off of those. 16 for the Mavericks, 16 points also off of those. Fast break points, 18 for the Mavs, 17 for the Heat. Points in the paint, 64 for the Heat, 52 for the Mavericks. 13 was a large lead for the Heat, 5 for the Mavs. All right, let's look at the box score. Of course, we'll skip the Heat. Daniel Gafford, 28 minutes of play, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 11 boards, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards, a plus 20 and a good one for Daniel Gafford. P.J. Washington, 34 minutes of play, 27 points, 10 to 21 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, a plus 6 for P.J. Cooper the Flag, 34 minutes of play, 12 points, 5 of 14 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. That's ugly. 2 of 2 from the line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 offensive boards, minus 10 for Cooper. Brandon Williams, 21 minutes to play, 12 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 6 for Brandon Williams. Max Christie, 30 minutes to play, 15 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, a block, and a minus 7. Pretty good shooting night for Max. Dwight Powell, 10 minutes, did not score, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 offensive boards, minus 2. Martin, 5 minutes of play, got a board, did not score, minus 11. Najee Marshall, 21 minutes of play, 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 0 of 1 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a minus 15. Musa Cisse, 5 minutes of play, got a board, got a turnover, minus 11. Klay Thompson, 20 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, plus 11 for Klay. D'Angelo did not score, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, plus 11 in 20 minutes. No, that was 10 minutes, and he was a minus 5, Got that wrong. Ryan Nembhard, 17 minutes of play, 2 points, and 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, plus 9 for Ryan. They need to use him a bit more, even though he shot poorly. The 7 assists is what stands out. Jaden Hardy, 5 minutes of play, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, a plus 1 for Jaden Hardy, And 4 players in double figures for the Heat. Their high man was Tyler Hero, who made his return in 29 minutes, he had 24 points. So he shot pretty well in his return back. Khalil Ware has been balling. He had 18 boards, 20 points in this one, 3 blocks. Very, very breakout player. Very breakout. Oof, I'm not drinking anymore. And Bam Adebayo had 17 points on a bad shooting night. Minus 16 there. So that's really what it was. The Heat got the close win against the Mavericks. They just, were able to benefit from a Mavericks team that can't score worth a darn. And the Mavericks have been losing a lot of close games, man. Let's make sure this isn't one of them by blowing them all the way out. I really want to blow them out. Anthony Davis, I think this is a bad game for him to return. I really do. There's several factors of why I think he should not return tonight. One, he hasn't played in 14 games. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. I know he ate good. That's a bad combination. His conditioning is terrible. He's coming off an injury. In his first game back, he's supposed to come back off of a Thanksgiving table. I don't think he should do it. I really don't. I think he should give himself a day. I think he should rest up and get ready for the Clippers tomorrow. This is a long season. It's his responsibility to get this team back into good standing. And given the fact that they don't even have a decent point guard getting him the ball, we're going to crowd him out. We're going to turn him over a lot tonight. The way our defense has been, it's been a lot better. We know him as well as anybody. We're going to crowd him out, and that's a lot of punishment he should probably not want to take. Ayton's back. I don't think this is the game that Anthony should come back. I know, in his mind, he would love to play against the Lakers, get some revenge. You're not going to get any revenge. We're going to win tonight. So that's what I would tell Anthony. Don't even tell yourself you're about to beat us. Your offense isn't up to par with us. We can score, and we're going to. I'm just being a friend, honestly. We got a lot of love for Anthony Davis. I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't think it's even in his heart to go out there and lose to the Lakers. I'm pretty sure he wants to go out there and play well, and I don't know that his body's going to be able to do that fresh off injury, fresh off the dang table. Thanksgiving. I know how he likes to eat, especially in Dallas. Since being there, he's gained a lot of weight. He's not in shape. This is not the game to come back. It's not. So that's what I think there. But I do expect he'll play tonight. And I don't know if they're going to give him a minutes restriction, but anything less than a 40-point game from Anthony Davis tonight, I don't think the Dallas Mavericks are really going to do that well. Cooper Flagg obviously has a ceiling beyond measure, but he's really in a shooting slump, as we saw with our numbers there. And they just can't really get much going. Offensively, they suck bad. And even with Anthony Davis, I don't think they're going to be that great unless he's having a hot shooting night. And as I said, we know Anthony Davis better than most. We know him better than the Mavs do. If nobody's getting him the ball, he's not going to score much. That's just what it is. If you don't have a facilitator consistently running a pick and roll, and obviously D'Lo is somebody we know can do that, but you don't trust D'Lo like we were willing to. And now that Nembhard is back, maybe they can get some of that out of Nembhard, but it takes some chemistry. You got to have chemistry. They ain't never played with one another. So I don't like this for Anthony Davis. As an Anthony Davis fan, I understand you come back, you're playing against the Lakers, but I know Anthony Davis a lot better than the Mavs do. You do not want him out of shape playing his first game after 14 days off, fresh off Thanksgiving. No, no, all of that's bad. So that's just what I got to say there for us. Obviously we got to take Anthony serious. If anybody knows how he can carry a basketball team, it's us. And we'd love to see him tonight, but not under these circumstances. I just think he could potentially be risking re-injury again tonight. He really could. So that's just what I got to say. But we're the ops, so we're very happy if he doesn't play, and that's something we're going to say as well. But obviously Luka Doncic going up against the Dallas Mavericks, you expect Luka to come in and go completely crazy on them, as he did in the last game where he shot probably his best three-point shooting game of the season. And I just think that the Mavs are in real trouble. Now, I said the same thing about the Hawks, and he came out flat against the Hawks, but I just don't see him doing that at home against the team that traded him away, broke his heart, and insulted him out the door. He's going to want to kill them tonight. As a Laker fan, I feel great about this game. It's a tournament game. I know we've clinched everything, but like I said, the incentive for us is to not have an extra game in Denver. And that's exactly what we would be doing if we lost this game tonight, potentially. So I just think that LeBron James is starting to get back in rhythm. He looked pretty good in the last one. I think it's only getting better from here for him. And with his boy Anthony on the floor, he going to want to play well against Anthony. That goes without saying. And Austin is slipped back into his regular role. He can attack from his spots. He seems to be handling it pretty well. He's still playing at an all-star level, and I expect that from him tonight. Rui's coming off a good shooting night against the Clippers. We really did well against the Clippers, even though I had some issues with how we rotated our roster, but ultimately it was a great game for our big three. And I surely suspect that with just one night's rest, we should still be in rhythm. So, like I said, everybody's coming off of Thanksgiving. Everybody had a Thanksgiving table yesterday, but I think that the disadvantage potentially should be probably going the Mavericks' way with them trying to work such a big piece back into play off of Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I like us. I like our chances tonight. I've been wrong about stuff like this before. Basketball games have to be tipped up. Anything can happen. You could have a big Brandon Williams game. You could have a big Najee Marshall game. You could throw things off, have a cold Luka night. These type of things are possible. But just looking at things on paper, looking at how they've been playing versus how we've been playing, we're on a 5-game winning streak. This game is in our building. They're a bad team. We're a good team. Their offense is bad. Our offense is good. It's not looking good for the Dallas Mavericks going into this game, even with Anthony coming back. So this is what the Mavericks are wearing tonight. They're whites on our home floor. Of course, we'll be wearing our purples, as you clearly see. And, of course, you'll see that tournament floor once again for the Lakers, which has been getting some pretty good reviews. Most people like that floor. I like it, too. It's all right. So that's what it is, man. Getting ready for the Mavericks tonight. This is going to be a nice, tough stretch. We've had a nice little couple of weeks off where we didn't see too many games in a row. We're going to be playing 3 games in 4 nights now. If it's this game, we get tomorrow off. Then we got the Pelicans on Sunday, and we got the Suns on Monday. The Suns who like to press and do full court defense all game long. We're gonna have to be ready, man. Fresh off Thanksgiving, 3 out of 4. That's not great, but we've been playing pretty good. So hopefully our team will respond well to this, and do things that work in our favor, try to take care of the basketball, hit free throws, rebound the ball, and just take advantage of a team that really has a hard time just putting cohesive offense on the floor together. They're not good, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The Mavericks are a terrible offensive team this year. Anthony Davis should change that some, but I think he improves their defense, which is pretty good, more than he improves their offense. And so, with Ayton coming back, I like our chances a lot. Hopefully, he can keep from re-injuring. Hopefully, he didn't have such a fantastic Thanksgiving meal situation where he comes in flat as well off an injury. But he's only missed 2 games, so I think he's pretty much in shape. Plus, he's a very well-conditioned athlete just in general. Never heard anybody complain about him in that way. So, yeah, man, that's really what it's about, man. Another great Luka night would be in store. He's averaging 35 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. It is what it is. That's the Don, man. What can I say? We love his chances of winning an MVP this year. I think he's 3rd on the rankings right now. Obviously, Jokic is still playing out of his mind, and SGA as well. But I like our guys' chances this year, especially if we can continue to improve upon our record. So this game is important. It has a lot of ex-Lakers in it: D'Angelo Russell, Max Christie, Anthony Davis, Coach Kidd. All of these people have had extensive history with our franchise, and they're going to want some payback. All of those guys. So yeah, I'd expect it would be serious on their part. And of course, we got the Don, and nobody's more motivated to beat the Dallas Mavericks in the entire world than number 77. So this is going to be a spirited matchup both on and off the court. And I expect it to be good energy because most of these people care for one another. These ain't 2 teams that hate one another. But I think that the idea is Luka probably doesn't have a whole lot of love for what took place there. And I think the idea is to embarrass the Mavericks every time we see them. Though I have no doubt that he still loves their fans a lot. So it is what it is, man. It's going to be an emotional night, I would imagine, for a multitude of people. Anthony Davis coming back to L.A. Hopefully we give him a good ovation. He deserves a good ovation, man. Anthony Davis ain't never did nothing wrong to us. Let's just be real. So I don't expect to hear no boos out there. I'll be very disappointed if I hear any disrespect toward AD, who carried our team a lot of the time and won an NBA championship with us and was a good Laker for us, man. A very good Laker for us. And we'd love to have him back someday. But to get Luka to Don, we would definitely make that trade. So it is what it is, man. I don't blame him for being upset, but I hope he don't feel like we don't respect him or appreciate him, because we definitely do, man. We got a lot of love for AD. And Max Christie and D'Lo. And so that's really what it is, man. We look forward to seeing those guys. We want everybody to stay healthy. But at the end of the day, man, we're about wins, and we want to get the victory at all costs. So that's pretty much what it is. Tonight's game will be, I believe, at 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. tip-off. No more 8 p.m. Please, no more 8 p.m.s for a long time. I know we have one on the 10th of March, which I'm already thinking about against the Timberwolves, but at least we don't have to deal with that tonight. This cup game will be at 7 p.m. And it's not going to be as necessary for us to run the score up in this one because we have the division clinched. So I'd imagine if we need to rest people at the end of a game, if we're up by a lot, we don't have to keep Luka on the floor to the 2-minute mark or nothing like that. Hopefully that's how this game goes. There's one thing I want to say, though. This Dallas Mavericks team does play good defense. And if we have an offensive dud of a night, they could make this game very uncomfortable for us, just like they did for the Knicks and a few other teams as well. Memphis, was it Memphis? Who did they play? Where they played close? It's one of the games they were close. So we need to respect what they can do on the defensive end. Obviously, you don't want to lay the ball up over Anthony Davis. Anybody that tries that gets swatted, no matter who they are. You're not going to dunk on Anthony Davis. Get that out your mind early. Just, respect what he does from a shot blocking standpoint. I do believe Derek Lively will be out there as well. PJ Washington. This is a very formidable shot blocking tandem. So respect that in regards to them. Know that early, and trying to get people in foul trouble is probably a good idea just the same. So yeah, that's something that needs to be said. They may not be any good offensively, but defensively they're pretty capable, very formidable unit. So that's what it is, man. I expect to win tonight, man. I'll be very disappointed if we walk away from this game a loser. I'm sorry. I don't think Dallas is a good team, whether they have Anthony Davis or not this year. They got to get a point guard like now. And although they got Nembhard coming back, he's nice. D'Lo should be spirited. He can play well at times. At the end of the day, Brandon Williams as well. I like him a lot, but these guys are not. They're not going to be the facilitator that Anthony needs, in my opinion, and it's going to be to their detriment going forward until they figure it out. So I would suggest they make a trade, maybe not for disrespecting Ja type. You don't want to bring Ja to Clay, I tell you that. I would definitely wouldn't suggest they do that, but maybe LaMelo Ball, if they can make a trade for him, or if Trae Young will become available, they need to go on in a trade like that for the Dallas Mavericks to be who they want to be. I would suggest them moving on from some people and getting themselves that point guard like right now. So that's pretty much what I gotta say, man. Look out for Cooper. If Cooper does some unprecedented greatness stuff, all bets are off because he's capable of that. Him and Anthony Davis having a great game at the same time, things can happen, can change life dramatically with the ceiling of that young player, man. But I don't expect that, and so we'll see what happens. But that's what I got to say. I appreciate everybody for being patient with me as my phone was giving me trouble, but we are consistent. We're going to cover these teams, and I got to watch highlights on the Pelicans and the Suns because we're going to be playing them really soon, so that's something I want to remind myself. And, yeah, we'll be ready. We'll be ready tonight, man, 7 p.m. here at Crypto.com Arena. Cup game for Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.